CTE Pro 1 Truth Series, video 33. You're almost doing it. You're almost doing what? You're almost seeing in parallax, but not quite, and that's what makes the difference. So when I set up this cue ball and object ball as a very slight left cut, and I look at it conventionally with my nose behind center, there's the shot line solution. Well, I've shot 1,000,000 balls, so I can make that ball probably 100 times in a row. But that's not the point here. With centered edge aiming, you have the invitation to be exact when you aim. It's your choice. It's entirely up to you. And what I'm telling you is that you're almost already there as far as using your vision in parallax. So when I see the solution to this shot conventionally, this is a line that I have, nose behind center. I can make that ball from there. Now, in order to move into parallax, look at my head. Look at my nose. It's only going to move that much. That's it. So what is the indicator that I am now in parallax? Well, my nose is turned, and I can identify the inside quarter of the cue ball to the core of the object ball. Inside cue ball quarter to the core of the object ball. So that connection is not available to me conventionally. So my head is turned and I pick up the parallax. From there I can aim and I can sight and I can step. So let's look at another setup here. So conventionally, I can see how to make this shot conventionally. Nose behind center. But I'm not in parallax when I'm looking at the solution to the shot here while standing. So look at the simplicity. Look at the minimal movement that it takes for me to acquire parallax. My nose is going to go to the inside. Slight little shift right there. Now what can I see? What is the identifying parallax line or connection? Inside cue ball quarter. It's always inside cue ball quarter. And in this case, it's inside cue ball quarter to the outer quarter on the object ball. So in conventional aiming, I can't quite make that connection. But if I turn my head, that connection can be made perfectly. From there, the balls can be geared into perfection and then stepped to the perfect shot solution. So let's take a look at another setup here. So when I look at this shot conventionally, there's a solution to the shot. But in order to make the parallax connection, it's a cut to the left. My nose is going to go to the left slightly. That's it. Now, what can I see from there that sets up the stage for using centered edge aiming? I can see inside cue ball quarter to just inside of the right cutting edge of the object ball. Technically, that's an adjustment of 1/16 of an inch. So inside cue ball quarter to just inside the right cutting edge of the object ball. So if I look at this shot conventionally, nose behind center, there it is. If I want to look at it from CTE, the parallax perspective, my nose slightly goes to the left to make that connection. Then that sets me up sort of in the middle, a little bit in the middle between the aim line and the sight line so that I can gear the cue ball and the object ball for creating the perfect perception as established by the aim line and the sight line, and from there I can engage the stepping technique, which will give me a defined center. Actually, that defined center is 90 ticks away from the outermost edge of the cue ball for the side that is being stepped. So I think we'll just stop there rather than doing the 60. I just decided today that I wanted to isolate one aspect of center to edge aiming. So I'm isolating the parallax viewing position. The parallax viewing position for 15s would be inside cue ball quarter to object ball core. The parallax position for a 30 would be inside cue ball quarter to the outer quarter of the object ball. The parallax position for a 45 is inside cue ball quarter to just inside the cutting edge of the object ball. If you want to get yourself into gear, I mean, no pun intended, into gear so that you can see perfect cue ball object ball relationships rather than having that bit of doubt or judgment or feel that can creep into your game. That's not necessary these days. Then learn to place your vision in parallax, and everything will just unfold from there, just sort of like a domino type effect. So you can take a look in more detail at parallax by looking at my Truth series on my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing to that. There's an endless amount of information containing all aspects of CTE in my comprehensive CTE book using center pocket music using CTE Pro 1 to improve your pool game. You can check that out at justcueit.com. Thank you very much for your attention.